Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of... Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Rashford. Now Shawley has a pop! What a wonderful goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Bayern Munich didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? One matter. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. And here's Mata. Oh, real danger here. He's had a go. And yes, it's there. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And now they can launch a counter. Kimmich. Bailly gets into the right position to intercept. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Kimmich gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Neuer deals with it effortlessly. Davis. And it's Goretzka. Müller. And here's Lewandowski. Davis. Goretzka. He's gone for it! Back of the net! Right back in the game!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Bayern Munich get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Müller. Davis. Sané. Goretzka. And here's Sané. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And here's Mata. Going through. Juan Mata. Nicely controlled. So who's he picking out? Mata is being caught there, it's a foul. Wan-Bissaka. Good ball. Gets away from his opponent. Müller. That's great strength on the ball. And he's cut it out. Matic. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes, already, of course, on the score sheet. Goretzka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Could be thinking about a shot here. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's Davis. Müller, who does have an assist to his name. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Here we go again.
Bayern Munich need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution. I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Finds himself eased off the ball. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Goretzka. Matic battles to win it back. And here's Rashford. Greenwood. Struck first time. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Manchester United know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Goretzka. And here's Lewandowski, and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Hernandez. Good idea, just poorly executed. Now a chance to break. Look at the defender bombing forward. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Hernandez.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Greenwood with a shot! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Kimmich. Lewandowski is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Well, this
Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Towering header! He scored! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Coman.
Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Rashford just brushed off the ball there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Muller. And it's Muller. De Gea catches it safely. Hernandez. Goretzka. Jerome Boateng out to the right.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Greenwood.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Cut out in the nick of time. De Gea gets good distance on it. Greenwood. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kimmich. And it's Douglas Costa. Bayern Munich to make one last surge. It's Muller! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Kimmich. And they've been caught out here. Muller. Chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Greenwood! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
And that is that. Bayern Munich played a big part in it, but they walk away with nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. The action has already started. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Just brushed off the ball there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Conte. With Ziyech. And it's Conte. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Müller. And here's Lewandowski. Sané. Oh, that is lovely footwork.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Gnabry. And it's Müller. Alaba battles to win it back. And here's Sané. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Raspilicueta. Emerson. So it is still 0-0. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Pulisic. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his...
Diving header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Kimmich. And it's Müller. Gnabry. Well positioned to make that interception. Emerson. Now it's Müller. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Raspilicueta. Kovacic. Pulisic. Jorginho. Pulisic. And here's Ziyech. And he's surging through. Ziyech. Alaba. Schüller. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Gnabry. Dashing forward at pace. Kovacic. It's a decent ball. Oh, is it Lewandowski? He's delivered all right!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a real treat. And when it's one of your top talents who delivers it, it just seems to fuel confidence that little bit more. Bayern Munich are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one.
We've reached half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Bayern Munich head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Corner given. Kovacic plays it short. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That'll be a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Müller gets it back. Müller displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Goretzka gets in to thwart him. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Throw-in. Lewandowski is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
And here's the chance to counter. And here's Kovacic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Chelsea showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
And it's Gnabry. And here's Douglas Costa. And it's been taken straight back. Pulisic breaks on here. And here's Giroud. Oh, it's Kante. Timely intervention. And he's there to hoof it away. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. As Piliqueta drilled in low. Schuller hoisted clear.
Chelsea are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Conte. And here's Giroud.
Chelsea are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they could still have a say.
And here's Lewandowski. And here's Lewandowski.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gets away from his opponents, and it's Conte.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And the weighted pass.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And there goes the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that's...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is he's had a shot! And the follow-up, superb goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Manchester didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Now it's Lewandowski. Bayern Munich have it back and they can go again. And it's played forward. And here's Lewandowski. And he's straight offside. Gnabry. Lewandowski plays it out to the wing. He's got away. Sané, and he's there to cut it out. Stones. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? It has got through to him. Goalkeeper's ball. Kyle Walker. And here's Aguero. And it's Bernardo Silva. Aguero, now it's Aguero. Shapes to shoot! Sané tries to stroke it through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Aguero going for goal!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Get a throw in. De Bruyne. Kyle Walker. Room for a shot. Here it has a goal! No mistake!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Müller. Lewandowski goes for goal! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they've got their lead back.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Bayern Munich take the lead.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Schüller. Bayern Munich are leading with half-time drawing close. Ball's loose, who's getting there? it's Goretzka. Gnabry in with the challenge. It's a loose ball. Lewandowski! He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Bayern Munich take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well,
Has a hit! He scored! A goal at a really telling moment. Simplicity itself.
it's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's half-time here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Bayern Munich hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2. And we're underway again. Gundogan. Kyle Walker. Muller. Gnabry. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Gabriel Jesus. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Sané. Now it's Muller. Played into space out wide. Gnabry. And it's Goretzka. It's a fabulous position. In he flies! In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Bayern Munich go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Just brushed off the ball there. Ake goes looking. Mahrez. Manchester are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
And it's Muller. Fernandinho. And here's Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. Looks to clip it forward.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Mahrez set up one goal so far. Mahrez. What a ball, this is... Hits one! That had everyone off their feet.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Bayern Munich are making a change now. Kimmich, Hernandez, Gnabry. Gnabry gets it out to the wing, right through the middle. Now it's Müller. Müller. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's Gnabry. Goretzka. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Gnabry. And here's Müller. Mahrez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. He's had a goal! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Lewandowski is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
4 in the game. He is the man. Bayern Munich grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Kimmich. Gundogan. Aguero. Gnabry battles to win it back. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gundogan. Kyle Walker. Walker drives it forward. Gnabry. Gundogan. Fernandinho. And it's Gundogan. And here's Aguero. Douglas Costa. Gnabry looking to break out here. Over to the left. And help's available out wide. He gets past his man. Can he dig out a shot? Hits one! Fernandinho. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Bayern Munich, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bayern Munich won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.